It's been a really neat journey for us to see kind of how this thing unfolds. He got his first offer as a freshman, and we were blown away by that. You know, South Carolina offered his middle of his freshman year, and you know, it was just kind of surreal when that happened. Well, he's been blessed with a lot of talent. Has a very good work ethic. He works hard, does a lot of work at home, does a lot of work outside of what we do here at Jefferson. You know, he's always loved the game, even as a kid. You know, I tell people all the time I wore my knees out when he was a kid playing football with him on the floor. So, you know, he's a blessed young man to have the talent that he has, but you know, his passion and his work ethic, I think, has given him opportunities.
It's really a blessing being the third overall player in the state, but it's also a motivation, you know, get that #1 spot, and it really helps me to work harder every day at practice, you know, studying even in the classroom. My parents have definitely taught me to not let a lot of things go to my head. You can climb so high and you can fall in an instant. So I've really tried to not stay super high and really not trying to let things get to my head and really just trying to be a normal person.
I would hope that being his coach, you know, I was his head coach his freshman year, and just growing up in a coaching family, that he's learned some of the lessons that we hope to teach the kids under our programs about the big game of life, and one of those is you don't ever get your dues paid. Well, you know, it's just the idea that, you know, I think the really good players at the collegiate professional level, no matter what they achieve, whether it's a Super Bowl or a national championship or whatever honors and goals they achieve, it doesn't change you as a person. Achievements, they're awesome. They're certainly they're enjoyable in the moment, but the moment passes. It's who you become that's most important.
I think that being a student is really more important than being an athlete. I think that, you know, student athlete, the student really comes first, so that's really what you want to emphasize first. My parents have always said if I get a failing grade, or, you know, I get a B in a class or something like that, that they're going to take me out of athletics, whether it be football or wrestling or anything like that. They really like to emphasize the fact of studentship and doing good in school. I'm a big science and math guy. You know, I like numbers and doing math equations and all that. My mom is a pharmacist. She's always, I wouldn't say pushed science on me, but that's something that I've always really fallen in love ever since I learned about pharmacy and all that. I think that hard work is one of the most important aspects of football. I think that it's something that can apply into the workforce, apply into school, apply into anything else that you want to apply it to. It's something that can apply to anything. You know, there's a saying that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, and I think that's something that can apply to anywhere.
You know, he's got a combination of God-given ability that he really can't take credit for, and then he's got, you know, things that God's blessed him with that he's used, and he's worked hard in that weight room, and he's worked hard on that track. He's worked hard in the wrestling room, developing aggression, and you know, I would say, you know, those three things make him a different type of kid.
I think it would really be cool to add a state championship up there, have one under our belt, and you know, have one in track, have one in wrestling. I think it would be really cool to have one in football as well.